pull up with the gang, leave your whole block lit. I leave your whole blood clot block lit. Now, blah, 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 blah. Oh Lord have mercy.
Buda juu nimeomoka, nikipita kwa njia ondoka. Daily na ball na mogoka, juu nimekafunga kaloka. Vera na ringa na planyo, iza jo nimetambua kwa mboka. Bado unacheza na bano, mpate kasino mucheza gapoka. Ipese meniweka mbele, ndani ya gari so mikadere. Unaringa na venyo kwa nyuma, neza kutuma nsichafue puma. Msupa na kitu auma, nilikuslice na nikakauma. Kumbe upendaga chuma, alijinai so fanya na nuna. Ati viki napenda yo swag, mi baby napenda yo nyuma. Niko na mapesa kwa bag na zineza kutiba po mali unaumwa. Usiku yapenda gigiza, ndo maana mi pull up na pizza. Kindom kiwake alafu master unanimaliza. Juu shoti napiga kachweza, buda juu nimeomoka. Na fea silipagi chweza, buba juu nimeomoka. Swaga ni ngori na dunga machain, buda juu nimeomoka. Na bado ni kweli na kunywa madem, buda juu nimeomoka. Buda juu nimeomoka, buda juu nimeomoka. Nasema ni kweli na kunywa madem, buda juu nimeomoka. Swaga ni ngori na dunga machain, buda juu nimeomoka. Na bado ni kweli na kunywa madem, buda juu nimeomoka. Buda juu nimeomoka, buda juu nimeomoka. Nasema ni kweli na kunywa madem, buda juu nimeomoka.
Mi swaga ni ngori na kunywa madem, wenu upige dhafu uomoke. Toka tupate pia sisi toko yetu, tuliacha kutrapuko kote. Vile tuna spray smoke kama doom, this end of topic maroches. This is wins and losses, street tuna hawk tukitake lots of risks for the bosses. East na pumzika fiti, nika nimelala jela zote mbakasi. Rap ni mzazi, still sindo hupo na gambling zote za wasafi. Mula la semka kitambo, mzee mzima provider, sisi kwa mrazi. Niliambiwa mini savage kupanda stage na njumu za designers zote na wafuasi. Last victim kwa crime, kitu aliona ilikuwa ni mashetani. Juu tulimkula, #excellent ilikuwa perfect timing. Eastlands mali tunaishi, parents wanabaridhi ya kids. Venye mademu wako abuse these streets, hizi memories zinanipea tears. Promoter alielewa kwa sana, muanga mavitu za kupunguza ma stress. Nasikia show ilikuwa lit hata after kunguzia event.
Swaga ni ngori na dunga machain, buda juu nimeomoka. Na bado ni kweli na kunywa madem, buda juu nimeomoka. Buda juu nimeomoka, buda juu nimeomoka. Nasema ni kweli na kunywa madem, buda juu nimeomoka. Swaga ni ngori na dunga machain, buda juu nimeomoka. Na bado ni kweli na kunywa madem, buda juu nimeomoka. Buda juu nimeomoka, buda juu nimeomoka. Nasema ni kweli na kunywa madem, buda juu nimeomoka.
Buda juu niliondoka, na shora na dai bakora. Skimbi kumbe akomboka, dema lintia wakora. Pula kijani, ati ya uchi tu mtu moja. Buda ni shaju cha toja, kumbo kitchen ndo maboa alitoka. Buda ni poro, mtani noma, buti libidi mesoma. Vile nitalina nga boma, hata kami nimekonda. Mukula zenye zimenona, nikipata mboka na umoka. Uwezi mpata kwa Corolla, Buda always niko waki. Nyi mnacheza, mi niko kazi, Chungo kitembea mtani, hapa ni ngori maboya kwa laki, Mimi niachana na jaba, mi na mogoka, hatupatani, Buti za chani na ujani, hata kama uwezani, Ita maboya na kada, vile na washa, hizi vichaka, Mini boy wa Wakanda, sishuki na stories za mboka, mboka,
Mapetko, ndio bani ya kibonga na let go. Mateso, mabistu wa kora wa ghetto. Kwa keto, napika changanda ni ya rento. Ni mapepo, snitch alibicha kakango dharani kwa esto. Mi nimeomoka, kusi nigga zo napenda kuchocha. Nakumbuka mother kienda kukopa, hisi riba nilichoka kusota. Fuck them, walibonga mengi nilipofika base wako ndoka. Hapa Kenya huko kuna wera kauna saka hela mpaka Doha. Na vile maskele hujipa kwa rende skuizi jo mi nimeogopa. Nilibambwa na njege mangware jotire bejo nilikuwa nimetoka. Ala wakbar, wanabonga mengi wana lag bars. Mini donga nyinyi ni ma rap fans. Mnaona ni nini hard work does. Toka lini mimi skana work fast. Hivyo ndo naisi, sidhani kuishi na ego ni raisi. I'm just struggle cutting go maiji. Tulianza juzi nyimli shindwa ganaishi. We can never hype him. Kikona nona kijana you lie to. Na wanda uli handle wa lie to. Even your dead brothers never liked you. I swear these rappers they know us. Tungazoza ni vile ilifika gamali. We needed to grow up. Cause most of my brothers they locked up.
Our punk queen in the studio, we also go ahead.
Yeah, it's the beatmaker, not the beat taker. 10 fingers in the air, that's how we present today. If you don't know, you better ask your mama.
Ask her.
Yeah, we're live. We better check in. So get your cup of tea, or coffee, because we're out here to represent the vote. Yeah.
Settle in, settle in. Yes, guys, it's another great day for hip hop. As we continue to celebrate hip hop at 50, I think that's going to be for the next decade. They're going to be 50 everything talking. And of course, it is just a great time for the music, for the culture. I think Jimmy, you gave a breakdown last week. Of course, if you want to try and get to the conversation, you can hit us up on +254 788 380030. We also have guests in studio going to talk about just that, so stand by for it. Of course, we've just been seeing how, guys have been kind of like playing it out in the scenes, and how they relate to it. Like I said, people are just coming out with 50 this, 50 that, 50 this, 50 that, 50 this, 50 that. 50. That's a lucky number. And guys are really trying to create that association, which is cool. It's really cool because, of course, it's monumentous time for the genre. It's just there's celebrating, and there's also capitalizing, and there's also kind of like using and not having a plan.
Too many people trying to capitalize.
Yeah.
That's what's going down right now, and some of the capitalizing doesn't look great.
Great.
It needs to look better,
Quite.
Because the culture, as I said last week, Kenya has a hip hop culture. That one is there.
Yeah.
It's definitely not dead.
Yeah.
But our problem is the music in the culture is dead.
Right.
That's what our problem. So when we talk about the culture, we talk about how people dress, how they talk, how they go about it. You can definitely see hip hop is alive in Kenya.
Yeah.
But in terms of the music that people put out, you have to count how many people are in the culture right now. Like, okay, there's this artist, there's this. They don't come to that much, And when they're putting out stuff, it's like people can't understand it, So we need to improve. Like if you look at the 90s hip hop culture and 2023, there's a big difference.
Yeah.
In terms of what people talk about. I was talking with someone the other day, and we were talking about the female artists in the culture. And there's a lot of beef going on with female artists.
Yeah.
Putting the females putting other females down.
100%.
That is not good for the culture. In fact, there's even a list that came out abroad for the 100 top women in hip hop. And guys are like, no, I don't agree with that list. There was Doja Cat was there, Nicki Minaj.
Right.
Some names I don't even know.
Yeah.
Like I've never heard of them before in my life.
Yeah.
But they're the top 100.
Yeah.
But I feel like women are a big part of the culture, and that was represented at BET. And I feel like women have a big part to play. Like, if you look at the culture of hip-hop,
Right.
there were people like Salt and Pepper back in the days. There was MC Yo-Yo, MC Light.
Right.
There are a lot of people contributed to the Shantae, Roxanne.
Right.
There are a lot of
Shantae.
there are a lot of big people, and they embrace Queen Latifah.
Right.
There are people that embrace other women. Moni Love.
Right.
But we look at our local Kenyan hip hop. Women are like really slagging each other off,
Yeah.
dissing each other off. So my question to you out there, is that good for the culture right now?
Of course, it's not. Although
Some people
it
think
depends
it's
on how
good.
you look at it. It creates a bit of hopefully healthy competition, because Shantae did it.
But she was coming back at those guys the guys she did the song with, who tried to play her down also.
That's true, but it worked very well because it got guys talking. And it got guys doing more. And those Shantae, there was the real Shantae, as in like there was a lot that was going on, yeah?
But is it working in Kenya?
In Kenya, first of all, I haven't heard anybody slagging each other off. It'd be interesting.
There's people who come and they diss each other. It may not be a big diss,
Yeah,
but it is. I know there was a time that Sway went to South Africa
yeah.
and he did these battles, and it was
Right.
female battles,
Which is so dope.
There was it Rouge or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But those are really dope because it wasn't like and trust me, South Africa, they also have beef with each other.
Right.
But
But here I think it's very shallow, baby.
yeah, that's the thing.
It's
but
in whispers.
yeah, and I think we as a culture, because when we talk about the culture of hip hop, and I've said this before, the culture of hip hop in Kenya is not Nairobi. Nairobi is one of the places there's several other rappers that come from the other provinces.
Right.
You know, and I feel that we need to uplift each other. That's what I saw KRS talking about it. He was talking about love, peace, and unity. That's what
Right.
hip hop is about.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, so that's the one thing I think that also you're right came out. We do need to represent all the other counties as well, get it more unified. UNITY. We need to get it more of them coming together. And by the way, speaking of that, I'll give you a plan later on in the show. But yeah, we need more people coming together. We need because the different counties have a lot to represent, and even people when they come together to do events, because the events were something else that weekend. Again, there just needs to be a more unified.
I think there was positive and negative.
Mm.
There were even some seminars that went down, like for
Yeah.
DJs and all that.
Yeah.
You know, so that was good, but I still feel that a lot needs to happen. I'm asking myself one question: if Nas didn't come with this whole proposal, 50 years of hip hop, well, would we be talking about hip hop right now in Kenya? Because it became a global thing,
Yeah.
and everyone was like excited now
Right.
about hip hop. But I think hip hop shouldn't be a theme thing, like we do it for just this time and then we
Yeah.
go quiet. It should
should
be an
continue
ongoing
on.
thing.
Yeah, what I like about it is that it brought back the hip hop events, the hip hop nights. Kenya was sorely missing it. The late 90s, early 2000s, it was heavy in the scene,
Yeah,
and it just kind of faded off. So what I like is that even if anybody's capitalizing on it, it's just bringing back those nights. It's bringing back the stages, bringing back the talents, and just looking at different platforms, you're seeing that guys are actually showcasing and they're going head to head. It's really cool to see. So that's the one thing I loved about celebrating hip hop at 50, but also just recognizing all the stars. You did a great video. Kalamashaka, of course, performed, and the love that and the people who came out to embrace it was amazing. Now, away from that, we do have Cook Studio that happened. I don't know why it is so. I don't know. It's kind of quiet this time. I didn't get the whole format, but of course, the one which was highly anticipated was, of course, Calligraph Jones with Nikita Kering doing X. It was highly publicized, highly talked about. And of course everybody was waiting for it. As of this morning, I think it has 290,000 views on YouTube. It was released about 5 days ago. Now, I don't know, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of hype around it. Like Coke Studio, when it used to come out, like that's what guys would be watching, downloading, waiting for forever. But it just, I don't know, this time seems to be more a bit hush. I don't.
Yeah, people they're acting like Broke Studio, not Coke Studio.
Oh,
Yeah. They need to. I think every brand has its time.
right.
And Coke have been there like forever, and
Right.
like even the Coke Studio platforms have been there for a couple of years.
Yeah.
But I think the thing is, stop getting used to the usual. They need to figure out a new way of how to put together, because right now the competition is stiff. There's
Yeah.
a lot of people putting out stuff right now, and a lot of other TV networks putting out stuff right now. So I feel that the thing of just getting artists that are known is not good enough.
It's not good enough. That's true.
Yeah.
And that was the biggest complaint before. Because I'm looking at the history, like Calligraph has been on Coke Studio since 2017. So it's a recurring act. So a lot of guys like Akina Wakadinali and such all came out and were like, what about us? But there's a reason why Coke use who they use. But even this collabo, I listened to the song, I was like, maybe it needs to take time to warm up to me. Because of course, looking at Nikita in her own right and Calligraph in his own right, them coming together, I was just like, okay.
But
it's
don't you think Coke Studio are being a bit lazy? If they're using the same artist continuously.
Yeah.
Even other places around the world, if they use one artist, then they probably won't use them again. They'll have their A&R team, whatever, going to look for new people.
Exactly.
Or their HR, going to look for new people.
I was gonna say that they need their A&R team to put in the work and actually go and search for talent. everyone who does these things across the world, as in like that's exactly what they do. So, and there's a lot of budding talent, a lot of budding genres. If anything, hip hop at 50 has taught people, there's a lot of unique talent that even, there's one particular guy who has been training, I think, on TikTok. I can't remember his name, but I think even he did a challenge for Neo and whatever, and he was feeling him and gave him a shout out. Two other guys, we need to nurture more, yeah, because this is a program that Coke takes artists through. They go through weeks and weeks of grueling rehearsals to be able to do this fusion music together and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It would be great if they did take this through with raw talent, new talent.
But are they ready for advice? That's the question. Can you imagine if X Factor or The Voice or The Four kept on bringing the same artists back every year? You see the same faces. People probably not watch that show. So being a big brand is not good enough. It's the quality that you bring to the brand that makes it. Like, I remember when I was younger, they used to have this soda Coke. What was it called? Fanta Cream.
Yeah.
Remember? Fanta Cream was pink.
No.
it
was horrible.
It was there, but you remember it. You remember it, huh?
That's cream, no.
Yeah, it was pink, but it was like, that's when we were in high school. So it didn't last for very long.
Right.
They got rid of it.
Right.
If you ever wanted, the Coke factory was there, and you know how you go to the Coke factory, they say you can drink as much as you want, you just can't leave with any sodas.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's hot.
They would tell you that. So
yes.
they found that that brand probably wasn't working. Maybe it was not getting the sales the way they wanted, so they got rid of it. But they've never gotten rid of Coke itself. You know,
Right.
even Fanta Passion came later on. You know.
Right.
So it's like, that's how they should look at Coke Studio. If something, they need to change their brand. You know, they can't just be like, yeah, we're Coke, we're the dominating people here. They need to listen to advice. When the people out there are telling them, I think you need to do this. Like, it shocks me that, like, they just want to bring these urban artists.
Right.
You know, if it was me, I'd get these guys of Munyiri or Hangala. You know, because those guys have a huge following. And guess what? If they put them on their show, then trust me, guys who are in that genre, which are massive, would probably be watching Coke Studio.
That's true. That's what I would call fusion.
Yeah, that is fusion.
It's cool putting, calligraphy and the two different genres together. But the actual fusion would be going deeper into our music, because again, we don't understand what Akina Davido say half of the time and these South African artists. But we listen. So if that's the case and you're doing that with music from other countries, then you should be able to do it here. Benga Connect happened, I think, a week or 2 weeks ago, featured Akina Winyo, Susanna Wio, and Owio, and all these guys, and the turnout was amazing. The appreciation was huge.
It is.
Yeah, and that clearly tells you about the following that it has in the country. Yeah, we had Prince Inda doing a song, I think, with Joseph Gatura or something. I think one of those, and it has done well in both sides. Yeah. And that's the kind of fusion we would look for.
Can you imagine if they brought someone like Macadam?
Yeah, of course.
Because it's right, Davido, we don't like that song he did. I keep on hearing that song, like that's what I hear. I don't know what the heck he says, but me, I hear it in Swahili. I hear it in Swahili. And the thing is, if they want to make something grow, they've got to understand, like, these formats of theirs, they just can't work all the time. Like someone like Calligraph, and it may be harsh saying it, but it's the truth. His time in the limelight will come to an end, And so it's always good to look at the new thing, the new people that are coming out, and put them on your show, Because I feel at the end of the time, it's a business they have, and it's a business they're trying to maintain. But part of that business is looking for the new future generation
and
that's coming out.
Just look at YouTube. The newer, younger guys, they're so hungry. They're the ones who are gaining the millions and millions of subscribers and followers and likes. If they were going on a popularity contest, they are there. They are there, they are on YouTube, and they're garnering numbers. And they're talented.
I feel it's kind of like the story of Kenya Broadcasting Corporation when they brought all the legends back. And the young guys are like, so why are we going to media college? Like
Right.
they felt played out. They were
Right.
like, yeah, we have fresh ideas, and they feel like they have the new ideas to take them into the future.
Right.
And so I really think that Coke Studio needs to re-look at its planning, or who is advising them, because I'm very sure the top dogs, they don't know what's going on.
Right.
So they rely on someone to tell them.
Right.
So they need to really look at that.
Well, finishing off, we do have guys who have released new music. We have Akina Brooklyn Boys. We do have also Butros as well. I think he released his album. Tindo. And that is definitely what we need to also make noise about. A lot of noise about. At least on the streets. We make sure guys are watching, they're listening to the new music, to the younger cats that are out there, to make sure that there are more picks to pick from.
Shazzy B also dropped her EP,
Right.
Boss Lady.
Right.
You know, I haven't heard it yet, but I know she dropped it the other day.
Yeah.
You know,
I like her. I liked the artwork. It was really dope.
Yeah, Neymar is also dropping her stuff.
Yeah,
There's-
she dropped her EP on YouTube.
Yeah, there's a couple.
We have Saisa, who
Yeah.
dropped the visual for New Sheriff in Town.
Yeah.
Um,
Now, you guys who are listening, do you know who these artists are? Like, when we say them, go check them out.
And name dropping, but yes, that's true.
Go check them
Go
out.
check them out. Go check them out. In fact, we have our person on Instagram, Lolo, who's always putting out new music every week. So be sure to be checking out. Like this week, the list is already out. The guys who go over there also have said, I've dropped my stuff. Go and check them out as well. Just check out the artists that are putting out new music, whether you know them or not. Just take time to listen. You never know what you discover. So yes, go check out all those artists we've mentioned and go and support and play and of course download and buy their music on all platforms. Before we go into the break, I have to tell you about Strictly Kenyan. That's going to be happening on the 2nd of September at K1 Clubhouse. It's a collaboration between ourselves and Sharp Daily. And of course, we're doing a Sharp edition. It's going to feature artists from Genesis to Kanzu, to Marvin Obiero, SB, it's SB, and of our very own say Sandabi and Hugh Skills on the ones and twos. Tickets are only 1,500 bob on M Tickets, 1,300 advance, and it's all redeemable at 500 bob. 500 bob of those tickets are redeemable at the gate. So when you check in, you're so there's no need of pre-gaming. You pre-game there and then. And of course, you're going to interact with the entire Icon Radio crew, so you can't afford to miss out. So mark those dates. 2nd of September, we're going to be at K1 Clubhouse, doing it for the culture, doing it big, keeping it strictly Kenyan as it should be. Let's go into the music. When we come back, we'll be having our guests in studio coming to tell you about what they're doing about hip hop at 50 in Dandora.
Hold on to like my 20-inch ride. 20-inch thighs make 20-inch eyes. Hoping for American 20-inch pies. Pretty clothes, pretty toes. Oh, how I love these pretty high class, anything goes. Catch them in the club throwing pretty bows. Long John draws, long John stalls. Anything make my long John pause. Women on they cell making long John calls. And if they like to juggle, get long Johns. All players in the house that can buy the bar and the baller with the candy cars. If you a pimp and you know you don't love them, when you get on the floor, all women in the house, if you chasing cash and you got some big with a matching, with your fly boots or your open toes, when you get on the floor, dirty South mind blown, dirty South bread, catfish fried up, dirty South bed, sleep in a cop picking dirty South bed, dirty South girls, give me dirty South. Hand me down flip flops, hand me down socks, hand me down dealers, hand me down rocks, hand me down a 50 pack, switch to sweet box, and good fella rich, hand me down stocks, mouth full of platinum, mouth full of gold, 40 cow, keep your mouth on. your mouth cold. And rip out your tongue cause it what your mouth told. Sweat for the lemonade, sweat for the tea. Sweat from the hot sauce, sweat from the D. And you can sweat from a burn in the 3rd degree. And if you sweat in your sleep, then you sweat from me. All my players in the house that can buy the bar and the ballin' with the candy cars. If you a pimp and you know you don't love them, when you get on the floor, all my women in the house, if you chasing cash and you got some big with a matching, with your fly boots or your open toes, when you get on the floor, hit by stars, hit by cars, drunk off the liquor, getting hit by bars. Keep your close cause she's hit by falls, hit by the Neptunes, hit by guitars. Afro picks, afro chicks, I let my soul glow from my afro. Rabbit out the hat, pulling afro tricks. Afro-American, afro thick. Overall country, overall team. Overall Doja, we overall clean. Southern hospitality, or overall mean. Overall triple, overall beam. Thugged out, wearing thugged out chains. Thugged out blocks, playing thugged out games. All black tinted up, thugged out range. DTP stay doing thugged out things. All my players in the house that can buy the bar and the ballin' with the candy cars. If you a pimp and you know you don't love them, when you get on the floor, all my women in the house, if you chasing cash and you got some big with a matching, with your fly boots or your open toes, when you get on the floor, all my players in the house that can buy the bar and the ballin' with the candy cars. If you a pimp and you know you don't love them, when you get on the floor, all my women in the house, if you chasing cash and you got some big with a matching, with your fly boots or your open toes, when you get on the floor,
drop O's, we drop O's, on the golden bowls. We drop O's, drop O's, golden bowls. We drop O's, drop O's, golden bowls. Golden bowls.
Yeah. Get your ass up and hurry up. Ice Cube, baby. 99, baby. I'm on the grind, baby. All the time, baby. Show me something.
You can do it, put your back into it.
I can do it, put your hands into it.
You can do it, put your back into it.
Yeah. I can do it, put your hands into it.
Put your back into it.
Put your hands into it. Tick, tick, boom, hit me banging down these back streets. Loving Black Street, treated like an athlete. Life ain't a track meet. It's a marathon cemetery that a nigga get buried on. We be coming to the day we die. Ask the bartender if you think we lie. But if you think we hot, you can think again. Cause when it's sink or swim, you got to think to win. And if I drink this in, everybody will know it. Cause I ain't going for it. So pray to the Lord that I don't pull out. Cuss out and bust out. Go to crowd. Make the trigger shout. You can try to smoke an ounce to this. Well, I pronounce this. Baby, bounce them. I'ma move them hips. Baby, shake them cheeks. I got but they you got for week.
Don't stop, get it.
That's real.
Don't stop, hit it.
I will. I'm gon' do it. Gon' do it. Gon' do it. Do it. Do it.
You can do it, put your back into it.
Come on. I can do it. Put your into it. Come on.
You can do it, put your back into it.
Come on. I can do it. Put your into it.
Put your back into it.
Put your into it. Now all I wanna do is have fun with my loved ones, relatives, and my cousins. And I got them by the dozens when they buzz on. Quick to say, for husband, this is for my locked away. Extra love for the ones who ain't got no date. But when we get checkmate with Ice Cube the Great, as soon as I get a word, we can rush the safe. Some license plates because life is great. It don't matter if you rich and your folks ain't straight. I'm still coming with that underground gangster shit. No matter how many say we ain't this.
Don't stop, get it.
That's real.
Don't stop, hit it.
I will, I'm gon' do it. Gon' do it. Gon' do it. Do it, do it.
You can do it, put your back into it.
I can do it, put your into it.
You can do it, put your back into it.
I can do it, put your into it.
Put your back into it.
Put your into it. I do hardcore rhyming, hard time grinding. Gorilla pimp, while the niggas fine and dining. Kinda love this thug, flashing the much. pockets on flush. She critical flush. I don't rent, I botch. Jealous of mosh. Wonder where this young get all this fly. While you rootin' and recruitin', 6'8" hoopin', I was in the hood shootin', plus I had the white whoopin'. I come from Pyrex bowls and oversized jars. I'm passed up stripes, I got stars and bars. No time for player Haitian Mac, paper chasing. Kicked out the substation to the hip-hop nation. The more hits, the more bigger with illegal way figures. Done develop the status of a platinum plus nigga. What's the first bad hope? Show I can hit it, I keep pushing, don't quit it, don't stop till I get it.
Don't stop, get it, get it.
That's real.
Don't stop, hit it.
I will, I'm gon' do it, gon' do it, gon' do it, do it, do it.
You can do it, put your back into it.
I can do it, put your into it.
You can do it, put your back into it.
Come on. I can do it, put your into it.
You can do it, put your back into it.
I can do it, put your into it.
You can do it, put your back into it.
I can do it, put your into it.
Don't stop, get it, get it.
That's real.
Don't stop, hit it.
I will, I'm gon' do it, gon' do it, gon' do it, do it, do it.
You can do it, put your back into it.
I can do it, put your into it.
You can do it, put your back into it.
I can do it, put your into it, put your into it. We be clubbing, we be job pictures, close to fornication. We be clubbing, we be job pictures, close to fornication. Yeah, we be job pictures, close to fornication. We be job pictures, close to
There's been a revolution, a black revolution going on in Africa. In Kenya. They were the ones who brought it to the fore. The Maloba, they were revolutionary.
Wawa ni wakati, na kama we hujui ni wakati. Woka maya ndani ya zangu pati kuona ndugu zangu wakijidharau ndio sitaki. Haki, nyuma tu usibaki, kimbia shule ujue kuhusu akina Samori Ture Meneli, hawakufanya nayo kazi ya bure, ni mashujaa. Wacheni kuzuba twende sambamba na wanaojifanya kuku weupe. Mtoke kwenye mataa chini kanata. Super powers brother, wazazi kubali tuishi kama ashamba. Oh beautiful flowers, discover maua tofauti zikiwa pamoja ndio sawa. Lakini wamehakikisha kacha rweze sakuna moja. Hebu ngoja, nani player kwenye hii game? Nani tuta blame? Nezata dine kim name 1840 wameingia na ni ya fake. Kurutem ni ya shame. Ni wakati wa Afrika yote kusimama. Ni wakati wetu sisi hapa mavijana. Ni wakati tusiishi kama jana. Ni wakati siku za usoni kutazama. Ni wakati wa Afrika yote kusimama. Ni wakati wetu sisi hapa mavijana. Ni wakati tusiishi kama jana. Ni wakati siku za usoni kutazama.
Anajifanya ako next kwa MUNGU, jina MZUNGU. We ukicheki kwenye kamusi hiyu maanisha kitu deadly, kitu safi, mwenye ujuzi, probably above kila kitu, especially watu weusi. Mwafrika unajitusi ukijifanya sophisticated, njaro za mgoso. Yule anajidai eti yeye ndiye the most educated. Vitu haziko so complicated, ni simple, ana pretend anatuletea peace na raha. The intent ni tumalizane, ndio maana ye anatudis, anatusupply na silaha. Ni juu yako wewe kutumia brain. Unataka kufight all in vain, ama we uone light, we ugain tight ni chain zile ametufunga nazo kwa akili. Mental slavery, kujifree twastahili. Pili, Mwafrika usijitusi. Hebu angalia huyo jamaa ako kwenye hiyo kio, unaona nyeupe ama ni nyeusi? Ni wakati au sio?
Ni wakati wa Afrika yote kusimama. Ni wakati wetu sisi hapa mavijana. Ni wakati tusiishi kama jana. Ni wakati siku za usoni kutazama. Ni wakati wa Afrika yote kusimama. Ni wakati wetu sisi hapa mavijana. Ni wakati tusiishi kama jana. Ni wakati siku za usoni kutazama.
Niliambiwa nikigonga nitafunguliwa, nikiomba nitapewa ujumbe kufikisha. Ili nibidi kubisha hodi hodi akilini, fungua macho kikulacho kinguoni mwako, shauri yako mjinga yusahau atokako. Mbona Margaret Thatcher, mbona hakuacha Reagan? Itabaki umejijibu, mbona Afrika tumeachwa? Naongea kuhusu theory ya uhuru ya 1963, siku tulienjoy wa tuko free, na philosophy yao kwa society. Man eat man, man can plan, white man society. IMF subsidy na demand, na kama Vegas bado si tunaendelea tu kustretch hand. Unaweza kubali ama ukatai na uwe mjinga. The G7 countries zimeshikilia trigger. Jipe tiki Mwafrika eti Mwamerika ni rafiki. Umekosea madeni kuzipokea, eti wamejitolea kumaliza umasikini, kujaribu kutemea mate jua.
Ni wakati wa Afrika yote kusimama, ni wakati wetu sisi hapa mavijana, ni wakati tusiishi kama jana, ni wakati siku za usoni kutazama, ni wakati wa Afrika yote kusimama, ni wakati wetu sisi hapa mavijana, ni wakati tusiishi kama jana, ni wakati siku za usoni kutazama, ni wakati wa Afrika yote kusimama, ni wakati wetu sisi hapa mavijana, tusiishi kama jana, siku za usoni kutazama, kwa Afrika yote kusimama, wetu sisi hapa mavijana, tusiishi kama jana, siku za usoni kutazama, ni wakati.
Love that we're checking in with that particular song. Ni Wakati. I love it because of all the celebration of hip hop that's been happening over the past few weeks. It's been, again, a great time for hip hop here in Kenya and, of course, across the world. And I love that, like, the vibe hasn't stopped. Because it happened one weekend, guys are like, let's wait for the next 50 years. It's been continuously happening for the weeks that have been, consequently just been coming through. Of course, I'm still looking forward to seeing more online. Even if we don't have events on ground, I think that would be the difference. If we did more events also online events, to just keep that vibe, to keep that hype just at the peak, because it's not like Kitambo, we had to wait for events to happen. But right now, events can even happen whenever, wherever. Yeah. So that's what I'm looking forward to. This is The Vault. I'm your girl, Myra, Maloba, the Afro-Punk Queen. We also got in studio.
Yeah, this is the beat maker, not the beat taker. 10 fingers in the air. That's how we're presenting. And as you know, if you don't know, you better ask your mama.
Ask her.
Yeah. So that's how we're representing today. Hip-hop is alive.
Right.
We represent every day, every single day, how we represent. I think it's good that the 50 years of hip-hop is good. When you think about it, I remember this quote that Biggie said,
right.
Who would ever know that hip-hop would take us this far?
Yeah.
And it's interesting because hip-hop in Kenya has been great for many years, And of course, there was this dip where guys got going into all these. The problem with Kenya is we're into trends.
Yeah,
there's a time it was like hip-hop. Then I remember Ambrose and Geechee Boy had this beef. Who owns the bounce beat?
Right.
It moved on to other stuff.
Yeah.
Then EDM. It was just so hip hop kind of got lost.
Right.
In the process.
Right.
So it's good that hip hop has come. But the thing I want to tell all artists out there, all producers, all DJs, all promoters, is find a way to keep it alive. Because the thing is, sometimes our problem in Kenya is we get hyped up about stuff, and then within a minute it dies.
Right.
And then we're like, what's going on? I asked a question the other day on my FB page. I asked, so in Kenya, who are the originators of hip hop, as far as you know? And some people got it right. Some people started saying, as far as I know, the originators of Kenya and sharing hip hop. I didn't say sharing hip hop. I said hip hop.
Right.
Because before Shane came, there was already hip hop in Kenya.
Right.
Some guys said like Jimmy Gathu, which is true.
It's true.
Because Jimmy Gathu was what? That's around 89.
Yeah. Yeah.
When he came with his tracks and My Tattoo Driver, Keep Your Eyes Off My Body.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's like, I feel that there were guys who were there before.
Including yourself?
Yes, including myself. People forget that also Pete Odera and Ted Josiah used to rap, and they used to do their hip hop thing.
Yeah.
And so those are, and then
the tapes are there in the archives.
Yeah, Kena Pete is like what, 1991 to 93, like that's old school. So some people said sharing hip hop is a very important part of our culture.
Right.
Extremely important part of our culture. But the thing is, we've got to know who came from the past so we can move to the present.
Yeah, the late Big Kev, Big Ted, who was also part of the culture, Wagana, Circuit.
Circuit was actually, when you talk about Sheng rappers, he was like the first Sheng
One of the
rapper.
first, yeah. But a Christian. It's the difference between what secular is
He
Christian.
used to call himself Circuit. He used to make me happy because he was called, later on they know him for the song Manyake.
Yeah.
But this is way before.
Yeah.
So Circuit used to call himself Circuit VMC Wagana. And every time he got on the mic, he would be like, yeah, Circuit VMC Wagana. Phase 4, Buru.
There's just a lot.
He
There's
would
a lot of
say
history.
exactly where he lives.
Right.
So you would know how to get him.
He's one of the first people who made representing your hood cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And we took away the narrative of sticking to just English, but also embracing our Kenyanness.
Yeah.
Speaking of embracing our Kenyanness, we do have guests in studio. Karibuni sana. I'd love you guys to introduce yourselves. Yeah. All rounder. Very nice. Sorry, I'd like us to start that again. Did a mistake. That's a question I make. Sorry. So let's start with you again.
Okay, I go by the name of Gush.
Uh-huh.
I'm a hip hop artist, I'm a DJ, I'm a journalist, podcaster. I'm all rounded.
Right.
I'll go by the name of Incredible Flamez, aka Flamez Mshamba Mwenza. Mini hip hop artist, poet, mini teacher, entrepreneur.
Nice. And who is our other little guest in studio? He's shy. He'll get used to it. Everybody's shy. Even me, I'm shy sometimes when I start the show. Sasa. Naitwa Morgan, what's up? I love your little chain. Unakapoa sana. I want to take his hair and just rub it against my children.
Unica Morgan Heritage.
Morgan Heritage. He also representing for the culture. Love it. First of all, he's also in studio because umefanya music na yeye. This is the very definition of nurturing talent. Yeah. Mbona umekuja na yeye leo in studio?
We actually go everywhere together. So recording studios, nikiwa shows za mchana.
Nice.
I can't live. We stay just me and him. So
yeah,
basically when he's not in school, he's with me.
Right. Yeah, because he's so chill, yani. That means he's used to this kind of environment. Yeah. My kids would be bouncing off the walls, man.
They'll be running all over the place.
Man, they'll be over there tearing people's hair out. But it seems like he's already used to being in this space. And that's what I love, because that's to deal with also. I have a kid's business. So nurturing them from when they are a young age is usually the best way to go because you maintain that identity.
Actually, started rapping the other day. He's doing his own verses.
Oh, wow. We'll have to have him freestyle later on. So, not freestyle, drop a verse. He's a freestyling kid. Hey, way, okay. Jimmy, kona homework.
Me, I never have homework. Us guys who started in this music when we were kids.
Yeah.
We had no choice.
Yeah. So, individually, what are you known for? Let's start with, first of all, who you are before we get into the event.
Okay, as I said, personally, I'm a rapper. I started out rapping back in the day when I was still a teenager.
Yeah.
Freestyling when I was still in high school back in Dandora. Then after high school, I just continued with following the culture, the inspiration, the passion, continue writing music and performing in local events hapo mtaani. So your time Dandora, that's ilikuwa time wenyeji were very popular and wakamba wawili. So they used to inspire us a lot. We used to meet now, tunaona kina Cannibal mtaani, kina Sharama.
Yeah.
So with the love, it has to grow. Because now these people are living different kind of life compared na ile kwa mtaani.
Yeah.
Because hotel kwa mtaani ni iko na too much negativity, violence and all that. So as for me, squat up engage kwa hiyo kind of life. So nikiwa like na wenyeji naona these guys mazao do kitu fit.
Yeah.
I'd rather ni for no hii path compare niketu mtaani alafu mtaani consume.
Yeah.
So by that to commit now, we used to go to visit them, tukiwa tunabonga nao. So step by step tukaanza kurecord kwa na studio fulani hata sasa bado iko 32 records.
Yeah.
Producer Shadow ilikuwa like 8 to 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So tukaenda huko, sometimes we meet the Zaka there, akina Labala,
Yeah.
kidogo we were still writing. So through mentorship ndio tukaanza kurecord tu pole ile mnapewa chance once in a while do your stuff. So tuka continue up to date. Later on ndio vile nilijua muziki sana, nikaget passion ya music more, nikajoin journalism. Journalism nilikuwa Kenya Mass.
Okay.
So after that ndio nikakutana mtaa. The journalism course in me amplify what I was doing, I understand pia became more some of the aspects of industry and all that. So that's when nikakuja mtaa. Link up na boys, we used to link up once back in the day.
Yeah.
Day takina Flamez mtambo sana. So tukaendelea kufanya tu mambo mtaani, kuandika mangoma, recording. We have a couple of songs, tumechapa a couple of mixtapes and EPs and all that. So ndio later on nika join radio station. As I told you, I'm a journalist. So there I do a hip hop show called Hip Hop and Sports Show. And from 4 p.m. to 7 every Saturday. I used to be to our Coach FM, it's a community-based radio station.
Right.
In Korogocho, broadcast called Green Eastlands. So with my radio program, I still continue writing music, as in, I can get some work for media platform, but the passion like burning ndani yangu. So ikiendelea kupush wasanii, ikiendelea kupush wasanii wa mtaa, ndio saa like, up to date I'm still doing that. And like 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago, ndio tukakamna idea, but then we should start doing something on our own rather than ngojea wasio pange show sio wapi huko hivyo wawaite, ama ngoja tena tuwasije pange show wapi wawaite, of which it can happen but it happen very slow. Hapana, mnakaa before mwito show nakaa naona is sustainable.
Unapata like there's a lot of talents in Dandora,
yeah,
to be specific. Alafu Dandora, as we all know, is a crime infested area. Unashikani like
Yeah.
The youths are particularly enough of opportunities to exploit their talents.
Yeah.
That's how we were like we need to do something about it, because wasi wanashinda wakiangusha alafu unapata inatuma like unapata ninja last week tulikuwa na freestyle na yeye mtaani, tuna freestyle naye is so good.
Yeah.
Alafu this week shit tunamchangia matanga.
Yeah.
So it's like tuanze kufanya kitu, at least something change. Hizi talents zipate platforms na sikuweza za kuwa mentored na go to the next step.
Yeah.
Because kuna pia hata sisi we were coming up wa lot wa tungojesha wa boys wengi, but with the time napata due to challenges and all that, pia music ni inateka a lot. By the time upate ngoma zako, upate kuna mixtape stuff like that, inateka a lot. Unapata kumta situation hairuhusu, unaona, you just get 5Gs same when the producer, unaona, hata ni parent by dish and all that. So along the way a lot of rappers, a lot of artists wakaacha.
Yeah.
And watu wana fall into depression, you know, wana cheesy, like practically they go crazy.
Unaona
then unaona mtani kuzileta wata.
Yani ni wewe msee kwa naye the other day sahi, ama unamit na msee asubuhi, by jioni na kwa Facebook, msee ameangushwa. Unaona, so jo tukadecide to come together with the Flames na wasanii wengine wa mtaa.
Yeah.
Tuanze tu initiative yetu. Ndio tukam up na wasanii welfare association. Tumekuwa pia na Dandora Hip Hop City for the longest time ever.
Yeah.
So tuko na hii welfare, at least try to come to advocate for welfare wasanii. Because nasikia kuna boda welfare, kuna journalist welfare, doctors welfare and all that, but kama kwa wasanii hakuna anything.
It's about time,
so wasanii unapata maybe utakuwa successful a few years, then after hapo una languish in poverty. So una try something that is sustain for the longest time.
Kwa hii welfare, break it down, like mtu akijoin, what are they aiming to get? Wanapatiwa pia financial advice, wanapewa
like even the plan.
Okay.
We plan like to even like start like investments and stuff. like we set up
Nice.
businesses and stuff, then unapata we contribute and then we invest.
Nice.
Sasa unapata for you like majukumu hizi ndogo ndogo azikosi azikusumbui. Na wewe kwenda kuchukua gun ama kwenda kunyonga watu kwa streets. You have an association that's taking care of yourself, but you also working towards making the association great.
Yeah.
So the whole idea of association ni kwa advice wasanii pia kuwezesha msanii kwa unajua game inaitwa nini, kuna a lot of con promoters, kwa game kuna conmanship mob inaendelea hapo. So tunataka pia to come up na whereby wasanii tuna advice kwa pamoja, pia tuna share ideas, tunatafuta wasanii na empower with that in the long run muziki itakuwa kama professional ingine that could respect for society.
So unapata like a lot of these artists out there wako talented, so much talented, but hawana direction. Wajua ni au wata rhyme towards rhyme words without like really knowing what they're saying.
Right. Well, it's something that just want to put out something that sounds good.
Like say like me logo yangu inakuwa like music with a purpose, you know. Like you have to give it a purpose in a head work with. Sasa hiyo ndio pia tunatry ku mentor the young and spontaneous.
Okay. Ini kitu mlianza this year?
The welfare imeanza this year, but we've been working with Dandora Hip Hop City like for the past like 6 years.
Yeah, that one, Dandora Hip Hop City is that, that's been its foundation.
Personally, maybe for the last like 2 years, nimekuwa nikiteach tu randomly.
Yeah.
Young rappers, young singers, as much as me mwenyewe si singer, but I know, right, you know, so wana coming classes. Nilianza na 1 student, waka saizi I have like 12 students.
Oh wow.
Wana keep 2 coming.
Nice. Nice. All right. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, of course, we'll be looking more into the Wasani Welfare Association as well as the event that's happening this weekend at Dandora Hip Hop City. I'm loving what I hear so far. It sounds like a great initiative, and it's about time. Yani, it sounds of like it's been a long time coming. So we're going to get more into that. If you do have any questions for our guests in studio today, be sure to hit us up on +254 788 380030. We're also live on YouTube, so that comment section needs to be coming alive. Let us know what your thoughts are, or if you have any questions whatsoever. Let's get back into the music, and when we come back, we'll get more into the Wasani Welfare Association.
Ni jani ya 1000 miles, so kuna smiles na frowns, kuna kujifurahi kufurahi na kuna makrai vicheko, kuna the right credentials, zile define potential, kuna divided attention na undivided rejection, kuna reality na fiction, vile original imbo, freedom seasonal, uko prison mentally, the way about no longer shout, ni ipi mkono ni longa, ya serikali ama ya wezi, kupatikana sikuzi ni kesi, vipi flemo, sauti jeshi, mabeche zako zoa mezidi, hao ni follow na siringi, jukuna lifu neza boro, familia ni sare solo, du empire si mtu solo, hakutakosa kakasoro, so ni better stay prepared, waliosema sitoweza, washataya joa kala, seti ganga kuna future yetu sote na ni bala, representative mshipo dada ni siesta vile amelala, nilished dream the future sikupate kama umelala,
waweza pata njia, walodhani hutoweza basi shatoboa, pata njia, penye nia pana njia sikate tamaa, waweza pata njia, walodhani hutoweza basi shatoboa, pata njia, penye nia pana njia sikate tamaa,
keep the focus, never lose it, kani focus, never lose it, use it proper, don't abuse it, make the music more amusing, more amazing, share the lazy around, jeke busy, piga tizi, tuni tizi, leto fanye kweni perfect, sedanganya mudi changa na paka mambo, nenda mrama, kile sitoki ni kungangana, ndo mana sikosi kwa maana, heaven sent kama mana, so respect kila mama, kila baba, kila mwana, kila roho ni takatifu, hakuna siku, masaibu atakupata ukiwa solo, lenga mbichi kula mbivu, watu wako, dasi wako, life ni daro kama So kuna mitaro make my bridge, make it easier for the next. Ninja pen na pepe tatela tell. They say I live a fairy tale. Tuweke tape na medicine. Na judging by the details. Zishazo rota za my friend. Kani mefiatu yo sitabu. Kuna sababu pia matibabu. Patikana palipo mati. Stage na microphone.
Waweza pata njia, walodhani hutoweza basi shatoboa. Wolo, pata njia, penye ni hapana njia usikate tamaa. Waweza pata njia, walodhani hutoweza basi shatoboa. Wolo, pata njia, penye ni hapana njia usikate tamaa.
Vile utanifikiria italingana na yako mawazo. Si kitambo ni wengi wenu waliniona kakikwazo. Sina mpango miaramia, sina idea ya maendeleo. Sina vako na si vako, wao ni sifu maeneo. Vile ni wao ndo ni toto, wengine ni wao ndo zichora. Lakini Mola ndo nitenga, jai nitenga si pretender. Nakumbuka zile masiku, bila usingizi na ni masiku. Zukudoro ilikuwa ni story, unipa what is na more story. Ikabidi nichane ndo nikesha na kila mstari kakuandolete. Singekubali mimi niteseka na sini ukweli neza tema. Nilitakali na nzeve usiku kache zile siku njema. Ndizofanya siezi hema, searching for a better future. Na siku fiti mtu yangu, bado na kesha kila siku. Bado ni pressure ndo salamu, pen na paper still na treasure. The ever precious, beautiful minds ndo workshop. Beautiful minds.
Waweza pata njia, walodhani hutoweza basi shatoboa. Wolo, pata njia, penye ni hapana njia usikate tamaa. Waweza pata njia, walodhani hutoweza basi shatoboa. Wolo, pata njia, penye ni hapana njia usikate tamaa. Waweza pata njia, walodhani hutoweza basi shatoboa. Wolo, pata njia, penye ni hapana njia usikate tamaa. Waweza pata njia, walodhani hutoweza basi shatoboa. Wolo, pata njia, penye ni hapana njia usikate tamaa.
Heal the world, feel the vibe from the ghetto. Toka D4 face na kuserve special. Monumentally keeps na divide skills. Streets na counterfeit kwa beats. Beast unleashed from the east na climatrix. Wakispill bin na plastics. Last of his dying breed promiscuous na speech. I'm the real deal. Wakisign will kubaki flip smell.
Mic check. Spare ni advice but this is my take. Give it what it takes. Lazima wakutest. Wakusome kama text. Aujani get ni kama gain. Talk is cheap tuna bargain. Crowd go crazy campaign. Pour my heart out ka champagne. Do a good day ipay. To afford kupay kupunguza pain. No pain again. Inakuanga ni no pain no gain. Operate na vile system ya universe ina operate. Survive on any planet. Kwenye zero budget. Iko kwenye bucket list. Bracket, perfect package ya kujimarket kwa masses. Ina include zero tolerance ya kuentertain nonsense. Holy Ghost kwa darkness kuni shield from the heartless. Binadamu ni mnyama, wild beast untamed.
Kula chapo madodo, ni chwe sitakata. Hadi mtasku zinaita katakata. Umedevelop, watu ikuzaliwa. Vipaji kupatiwa na vitu zingine pia. Squeeze streets, watu wako so happy. Gaining ni mona pia mtasio dati. Ya sisi kila company iko laki. Mashule na wapi tuko kando ya laki. Karibu kila mwana biashara akona lapi. Hadi kwa shamba utapata tiles kitembea all over. Jina yetu iko kwa file. Usisahau bado kuna lines. Marapa na masinga wanatupia na rhymes. Ile mtainanga CCTV. Security ni mimi na bado ukizusha utapatana na sisi. Tuko na more space.
Woza East London niyo war zone. Kuchanua tu mabonzo. Ukisleki wanakuteki. Welcome to Kanairo. Imraya inadai do woza. East London niyo war zone. Kuchanua tu mabonzo. Ukisleki wanakuteki. Welcome to Kanairo, Imraya ina daido.
Earlier in the days there was nothing like a swag. Kuku waku idol boys used to work hard. Belly bottom was the trend, ili valley walk away. Say imagine kumechange, watu wanavaa pen. What's enough wanivalia kwa haga. Ungepata crime ama boy amemadwa. Kukopa ndiyo form, kila mtu ana deni. Lifestyle tunakaa sai akitujiwezi. Bado kwa street tunatembea na fear anything can happen. Tukose kukusikia, we are stuck in the past. We ain't moving on. Time to take a step, we are back in square one. Till the edges, we are still hustling. Hakuna ata food, our stomachs in a rumble. We have to find a way to catch up na pace. It's our time to catch up na pace.
Woza, East London niyo war zone. Kuchanua tu mabonzo. Ukisleki, wanakuteki. Welcome to Kanairo, Imraya ina daido. Woza, East London niyo war zone. Kuchanua tu mabonzo. Ukisleki, wanakuteki. Welcome to Kanairo, Imraya ina daido. Tambua East Lando, suchafua, vako yetu hardcore, sukamua, runda kahalua, showstopper, na flow proper, pack na flow, ya big popper, Suezi Loba and DJ Suka Doba. Hii ni banga itaskizwa, hadi na mambanga, mic kwangu wanga, cheki vile na wakanga, take shots, cast sniper, rumble in the jungle, mjango, only the strong survive. Woza, welcome to Kanairo, mandugu ndio mapaidon. City chini ya sola, survival chini ya dola, usalamu umedorora, corridors za Dandora, sinema ni ya horror, ampis na dai kunyora, stress kukachora. Woza, East London niyo war zone, kuchanua tu mabonzo. Ukisleki, wanakuteki. Welcome to Kanairo, Imraya ina daido. Woza, East London niyo war zone, kuchanua tu mabonzo. Ukisleki, wanakuteki. Welcome to Kanairo, Imraya ina daido.
Oi, oi, I'm a vipi, more fire, pa, 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 pa. Kama ke unajua ni, yeah. Itabidi umerelax, wezi fuck na me. Bazi ko stuck kwa jeans, ndo maana najitrust. Wezi fuck na me. Bazi ko stuck kwa ceiling, itabidi umerelax. Wezi fuck na me. Bazi ko stuck kwa jeans, ndo maana najitrust. Wezi fuck na me. Bazi ko stuck kwa ceiling. Relax and take notes as I take shots on who you told the flow to bow. For real you need to grow, come slow, come slow. Flex and ends ni slayer, kitan redder, muban ka hellman, so motherfucker say your prayers. Unakujua wesi oji, neofya toka ni shit. Isile area tips, yuko stuck katik on rapper sticks. Talk is cheap, na yo gangster si street. You obviously, ni hallucinations za kujitep, I'm the, get a hold of your shit. Jwe kwangi ni waya umevuta, ni kile unavuta ndo waya. Tuna brains for hire, jubuda, kutumia akili uligwaya. You still skill kondogo, ukinitaja na kudere gema. Na still una issues kama mtoto, na ini tebu ya kiburu buda. When you courage the cowardly dog, mtoto wa mama wa haria. Bonge la baggage to hip hop, na siogopi kubari mabandia. Brush human jubra, ndo anahitaji na toys. For his only sense of direction in between his loins. You may relax, wezi fuck na me. Bazi ko stuck kwa jeans, ndo maana najitrust. Wezi fuck na me. Bazi ko stuck kwa ceiling, itabidi umerelax. Wezi fuck na me. Bazi ko stuck kwa jeans, ndo maana najitrust. Wezi fuck na me. Bazi ko stuck kwa ceiling. Nda pull up tu kama DJ, na kuna doa utatinga. Mtu wangu meondoka kikushinda, unalalisha ujinga. Ninja najiona kajiga, na medical infected na jiggers. Ni mangu atachoma kwa stage, kupiga shows alishindwa. Offbeat, I swear utasiesta, na si ukill shows kifiesta. Somebody told me unaseska, so na kutemea kaseska. Na nimeshapen panga na jembe, na dawa za hii kasi uende. Desidani ni mouthing na shouting, ndo itafilio empty debe. Mr. Dandara panganga, tupararishwa ni mchana. Ninja don't touch me ni blanda, isi propaganda ya prama. You couldn't do it, we do it, and we do it with proper chape na kudhi round this walente na tenje wakupea ni nani akubebe ako high on cocaine ulanlo na itapedi tumkeni is a pain in the ass and needs to learn some class it's the joint na CPMD umesummon incredible flames na nakusample ndo userve ka example itabidi relax wezi fuck na me baziko stuck kwa jeans ndo maana najitrust wezi fuck na me baziko stuck kwa ceiling itabidi relax wezi fuck na me baziko stuck kwa jeans ndo maana najitrust wezi fuck na me baziko stuck kwa ceiling
oi oi Jirange ende kalale.
World's Abigail Maloba, the Afro-Punk Queen with...
Yeah, as the beat maker, not the beat taker. 10 fingers in the air. Yeah, we're on the vote right now. That's how we're presenting.
Right. We had music that was playing earlier. I think you guys can now just introduce it so that people know what the songs are, the titles, and where to find them. Jimmy, cut up with the mic.
All right. From Mzukaneted Tune, that's my song. I featured Dandori Pop City artist. That's Jonte, producer Vosti, and a couple of rappers. It's called Mzukaneted. It means, basically it says, na feel Mzukaneted, Japo underrated, na bring the hit daily. I'm free, liberated. As in, despite the underration and all that, I feel like I'm the Superman. I feel I got the power and I bring a hit on daily basis.
Nice.
Yeah.
They have played kumecheza Penyenia. Penyenia nimefanya na Mr. Magic Senga. Hiyo time alikuwa na come up bado kwa game. It's a song about la ndasemaje. Waweza pata njia, like no matter what obstacles and stuff, there's always a way.
Yeah,
you know. And then the other song that played is it's a diss track for my brother Jirongi.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming.
Even me, I didn't see that coming.
Okay. All of us are shocked. Okay. Right. Yes. So, where can, first of all, where do you guys find your music? If you wanted to.
My music, you can find my music on Audiomack. Just search Dope Boy Gush. It will pop up. YouTube, I have 2 accounts. One for Wayahudi Entertainment.
Yeah.
Just check Wayahudi Entertainment TV on YouTube. You get my music there and my projects.
Right.
Also, we have another channel called Legit Nation with my producer Vosti.
Yeah.
Where we are doing our first album. So that album you find it there already. We have 2 tracks out.
Nice.
Legit Nation at YouTube.
Okay.
My music you'll find on YouTube. It's Flamez Mshamba Mwenza. And then Mdundo, the same Flamez Mshamba Mwenza. That's about it, I think.
Okay. All right. Now,
I see the diss track has thrown you off, Myra.
It did. I did. I was really listening until at the end. I was like, oop.
Funny enough, I know the whole crew of Ukoflani Mau since I was one of the producers on Dandora Bani, you know. So I've known them for many years.
Right.
You know, all of them.
Right.
So it's like, it's interesting. The thing I would say is that we as a hip-hop culture, we got to raise each other up. You know, and put the beefs aside. I find beefs, like, for me, I don't like them, and I'll tell you why.
It's not like our dad.
I don't like them because the public has to choose a side.
Right.
The public always has to choose a side, whether they agree with it or not. They always have to choose, and they usually go with their guy.
Right.
You know, wherever it is. We saw what happened with East Coast versus West Coast.
Yeah.
It's like, and then even in the story of Snoop when he said, you know, I'm cool. I'm cool with these guys. I'm cool with these guys from the East Coast.
Yeah.
It brought beef.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And so I feel in hip hop we gotta unite, We gotta bring that love, that peace, that unity together. Because the young generation who are coming up, they just pick up what we're doing. That's what's gonna happen. You know? They're just gonna follow. If we say this is the way it's supposed to be, they won't ask questions.
Right.
They'll just follow through and do the same exact thing. It's like if you have a child right now, and they see you always just tapping your head. You know, they don't know why you're tapping your head. Maybe they're stuck there. They don't know why. They just start tapping. So as an adult, people ask, why are you always tapping your head? I'll be like, I saw my dad tapping his head or my mom tapping his head. You know, and so I feel like hip hop was stronger together when we come together. You know, it's like that's what I was saying with the female artists right now. You find female artists in Kenya wanna beef. You know, for no reason, by the way. This I don't like you. Oh, I'm better than you. I'm what? And even if you look at art forms like drill, you know, in Kenya we talk about drill all the time. Say, oh, UK drill. Well, me, I lived in the UK. Yeah, I know how those guys put together their music. Yeah, and it's like, but if you look in America, places like Chicago and what, there's a lot of killings that happen because of beef over there. And drill, like, I kill you, you kill me. I come for your crew, come for my crew. That's what drill in a nutshell is about. You know, so that is not good. You know, for music. And I loved what Busta Rhymes said at the BET when he was given his Lifetime Achievement Award. He was like, the young school guys, we need to understand each other. The old and the young school guys. And that's why even the history, that's why the Vault was created. The Vault was there to bridge the gap between the new school artists and the old school artists. But Busta made a point. Because some of the old school artists are like, "Ai, ni watu unaringa sana." We don't say anything positive about you. You feel like umefika juu ya social media. But the young school guys are like, they're like, we don't see anything positive about you. You guys think that you know everything. You know, that's been going on for a long time. But now he was like, if the young school is looking at the old school, and he's saying, "Come, let me tell you how the game is supposed to be played." But you're looking at him, you're like, the way you dress, the way you look, I don't see anything to emulate. You know, and so both sides got to work together for us to grow. Remember, it's not called the hip hop music or there's hip hop music, there's hip hop fashion, there's all that, but together is the culture of hip hop that we need to focus on.
I think you really wanted that to be said.
No, it's because like I feel like in Dandora, there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent coming out of Dandora. Actually, out of Nairobi, there's talent coming from Dandora. But I feel like El Shadow, there's a time alikuwa kwa show yetu, unajua, he was talking about, he came with his artists also. I feel like there's a lot of talent, but sasa umekaa na kijana yako Morgan, in the next couple of years, ona nikisema jina yako ameshaangalia, in the next couple of years he'll be 13, then 18. Unajua, so you have to ask yourself, like, where will he be? So there's a lot of talent coming out of Dandora, and I feel that it needs to be uplifted also. You know, both on the male and the female side, and the children coming out of Dandora. I've been to Dandora several times, so I've seen how the talent is over there.
Yeah. So, speaking on hip hop and representation, kulikuwa na hip hop at 50 being celebrated about a week and a half ago. Of course, we met up at the event. Hip hop came out from all generations, all walks of life. Guys from back in the day till today. What was your opinion on that weekend, and what do you think it did or did not do for hip hop?
Okay, for me, because I was there, I said there was poor coordination about the event that was on it. Well, that day, I can't recall the day, but there was poor coordination between the organizers and the artists, because we had communicated with them. We were supposed to perform there. Then when reaching at the venue, the person who was coordinating us, we did not see him. Like, for the longest, personally did not see him, the person who was coordinating us. Then we were trying to ask what's going on. No one was giving us the light that what's going on. Then there was a lot of time wastage and all that. So the time wastage, it consumed energy yetu. Waiting to perform all that. So we expect umetoka home. Personally, muko na show zangu mob sana, muanda huko mtaa kama hip hop day. So I was expected, nilikuwa na expect nipate event coordinated poa, because ni wasif na tuna respect. That's why we came, but kufika kwa scene it was equal vile we expected. So I really feel like I was let down. That's when nikamwa So pia mimi champion for our side, kama kitu yetu pia to try our best, because unapata sometimes it's not see about the uncut block party and stuff. So in general, unaweza kuwa unape msee akulead, but in real sense when unajua you know more than him, lakini umemwachia akulead, so anakupeleka na kupoteza. So that's what we decide kuchikio role pia si tu, because we are hip hop, we are the culture, we are the people practicing it, we are the players. Si ndo tunajua direction nataka head, unaona? So tukitamsimia to lead na yeye mwenyewe maybe haiko in for that kama sisi, just nikaa tume life yetu yote na depend on his stuff. So lazima ikuwe directed on right path. That's what we decide to take your role, even though pia we'll work with other people, but still to spearhead your journey
from your own hood.
Exactly.
It's actually for this young generation, so kina Morgan and stuff, like in Dandora utakao angalia, like the culture is supposed to be big in Dandora because of kina Kalamashaka, Momao and stuff, but slowly it's like inakuwa ignored and stuff, I think because of opportunities and stuff. These young rappers come up alafu wako zile za sasa na kitu hata inilishi, unajua yani, so they wanaachana nayo ama alafu kuachana nayo wana end up short or junkies and stuff. Unajua saa we are like, okay, hip hop at 50 manze tukifika hata 100 tuku at least bana kina Morgan wana spearhead other things, bigger than what we are doing.
Pia Keshaka came out, walifanya ma promos the whole week. They got people excited again about hip hop. What did that mean for you guys?
Actually for me niliona it was a good thing, because kuna ile waswali kama nikaile ka irori fulani kwa gari, yani ilichangamsha wasee, unaona, ilichangamsha wasee, ikoonyesha wasee bado hiki ni strong, hiki ni powerful, na bado hiki kinatumika ku educate, ku entertain na ku advocate for issues. For me ilibambika sana kuona wamecome up na hiyo event yao. Ilikuwa kitu poa sana, pia sisi ikatumotivate juu no time pia media ziliturn attention kwa hip hop, unaona, na hii happen for a while, so ilikuwa good thing, na tukiendelea hivyo I think pia hii attention ya media itazidi kukua.
Actually speaking of Keshaka, tunawahitaji sana Dandora, unajua ni these young rappers that are coming, they need to know the culture, and need to understand, like we try to mentor, we do it, but what now need pia they should at least come outside. Yes.
So unataka a lot of hand holding for the youth.
Lakini but so far kuna several local organization wamekubali at least work na sisi, kuchezea mali wanaweza tu kiasi, pia sisi tunaweza na to make vitu zi happen. So nataka kuthank Voices for Change, kina Myra, pia ni organization na support media and culture, pia wametusaidia kuwezesha hii shughuli yetu ya 26. La pia Cheza World akina MCK pia wametushika mkono, so iko fiti. So far so good. Tunashukuru kwa wale wamekuja on board, pia wasanii wale wameshow support, because tukianza kupanga hii stuff hatakuwa direction by the way. Kwa hiyo tumekatu base juu kwa meet na Flamez jioni tunaongea event hivi, but hatakuwa direction. But the more tunaanza kuicook, wasa kaanza kuja on board. You see, hadi wasanii wakashow interest, wasanii by then wengi wameshow love, wanataka come through, si kwa poster peke yake. Hawa ni wale tunakubonga nao conversation wakakubali. Later on wasome kuja on board. So manze shout out kina G Black, kina Singingi, King Khadija, Nesta, Mta Africa, na kila msee amesupport kwa issue Dandora Hip City. Yes.
I think to add on to that, my contribution, I think some of these old school guys need to get back to work. Like Keshaka, nisikie vizuri, Otero, Kama, Navigate. Times have moved forward, and you need to get back to educating these young guys who are coming back up. There's other guys who are apart from Keshaka, Kina Judge, Black Duo, unajua. There's other guys who are out there, many guys like Shaki back, you know, so there's a lot of guys out there that need to because our generation, what we faced, and when Kina Keshaka did Tafsiri and Fanyamambo and things like that, they were talking about their time, but time has changed, but they still have things that they went through they can help the young generation that are coming up right now. And the young generation also has a story that the older generation doesn't have. Unajua. And so we all need to work together to bring each other up.
Right.
A few weeks ago, I was with another rapper, you know, who was there back in the days. And I'll just say his name out here so you guys know. That's Chihuahua. And we had a good chance talk. He's working on his album. And he was telling me about the same thing that we're talking about, how people need to improve, you know, and everything, you know. Like, I think the big problem that we have with some also what they call the OG in Kenya is some of them were very good at what they were in, but they got involved in drugs.
Right.
They got involved in alcohol.
Right.
They got in other things that were not beneficial. And so now when you look at them, that respect iliisha. People look at them, they're like, ah, yeah, umse, alikuwa mnoma, lakini, that's not.
Unapata paro wako, unamwambia ni msanii, hapa na ule msanii anajua mtaa kwa like, unataka kama huyu. So si inakuwa pia ngumu kwa vijana pia kufollow muziki.
Yeah. What you guys are both said, in fact, is very important. Your representation has been quite strong, and of course, the world has changed, like you said. All eyes are on you guys. I love with the microscope is even bigger juu kuna social media. Yeah. So lazima sasa you must act the part in that. Kama unataka kumenta hao wengine, you're acting in a way that they're able to emulate, and that society doesn't, cause kitambo ilikuwa wasanii ni thugs, wasanii hawana do, wasanii ni lazy. Hiyo narrative at least imeanza kuchange, but it needs to have a stronger voice.
Unapata msanii mtani wako zile za hiyo ni story ya bangi na wanashughulika na kitu hata ina ganji, unajua.
Wana waste time kwa studio, nitawapeleka wapi? Hiyo narrative at least imeanza kuchange pole pole.
Hizo ngoma zote rasta zenye umerecord zimefikisha wapi uko zile za
manze.
By the end of the day, yani tukiwa united kuna progress. To get us united in the process.
That's what I like about this association.
Ndio.
You're strengthening numbers, Mnafanya apart from the gain of, the financial bit of it. Sasa mnaweza kukaa in one space, mnaongea juu ya issues zenu, mnapata solutions at the same time. Na when your brother is down, you're able to lift him up because you know what he's going through. Juu mna meet more and more, and you're able to help them out. Now, apart from the association, uko na Kenya Hip Hop Day. Just tell us a little bit about that.
So hii Kenya Hip Hop Day tuliona because Dandora ndio
like the cradle
of hip hop city yenyewe.
So we had to do something. Unaona kuna event nafanyika huko za hip hop hata worldwide na happen, but mbona ushago ya hip hop hakuna anything that ina happen, na si hakuna ma players, si hakuna, because side kuna studio several. So tukaona acha tushikane ile kidogo tuko nayo. Kama mimi I'm good in hosting and stuff, put you on table. We pia akopoa in hosting and mobilizing, put you on table, wasana perform hivyo tonight.
Tuna like a talent search for the young artists and the young nini where tumeorganize with several studios wanaweza at least record a track. Bado tuna call out for more partners because you need just a tip of what can be done. Ashika, there's more to be done.
No, kuna DJ scholarship.
So hiyo tuna platform, hiyo talent search tutakuwa na partners. Tumepatana na SN Records, producer Charawe, atakuwa recorda wasanii, alafu pia some of the artists watakuwa Dandora Hip Hop City. Then kuna wale pia washinda DJ and MC because that culture is very popular in Eastlands. So every time we set up a sound, lazima kuna msata kama komeniaje, mimi ni MC, niaje, mimi ni DJ. So tunaona hiyo take opportunity. We'll be offering wala sawa kwa poa kwa hiyo talent search, watapata chance ya kuland DJing and MCing, like two of them, courtesy of Yahudi Entertainment.
So mtakuwa na setup ya ku record, kwa unaona best thing and rapper will record for free. They get mentorship by Hip Hop City Records. So Kenya itafanyikia wapi hapo kwa record ama
recording itakuwa later. Talent search
ndio hapo.
Kuna kitu nataka kuuliza. Okay. Dandora imetoa wasee wengi. Maboys. Wanafanya nini for the women artists in Dandora? Hiyo nataka kujua.
Actually bado kuna hapo like for the female artists. Basically mimi nina like 4 female students. 2 are singers, 2 are rappers. Alafu kuna kamoja katoi kako slightly older than huyu. Wako so good. Paka organize stress yangu ni like okay na waivisha but nashindwa kuwafikisha kupeleka next level. You get like I'm turning their music into a source of livelihood.
Yeah.
Hiyo ndo challenge big sana tuko nao.
So yeah, we turn into livelihood.
Yeah.
Although at least you know siku hizi at least there are a bit more opportunities in the DSPs. So wakingojea kupata do from doing shows pia wanaweza pata kutoka distribution vitu kama hizo. So by the way, going back to the welfare, mnafundisha wasanii their rights in terms of their intellectual property, their what rights they have as an artist. Mnafanya workshops at least to have more royalties.
Actually we even ndo tulikuwa na plan cause hata sisi wenyewe tuna need to learn about our rights.
Okay.
So we planning to be like doing workshops and stuff. Watu kaa nyinyi tunaweza waita mtuongeleshe our young artists to get waelewe.
Yeah. Right. No, but I'm asking many questions because I'm very excited about this because I think, like I said, it's been a long time coming. Na tumekuwa na hizi conversations here on the vaults a lot about tumekuwa na lawyers, tumekuwa na artists from who have had a bit of experience. Uliona Nonini the other day alijitoa kutoka MCSK.
Actually, most artists in Kenya that I'm meeting right now, they want to join SCAP, you know, out there.
They want to get part
MCSK because they feel that MCSK has done nothing. I mean, if you've been an artist with them like 3 years or 4 years, na unapata 5K ama 2K.
But personally, I don't feel kuna haja ya kuhepa. It's to educate yourselves so that you know what you're demanding for. Yeah, because you might be going from one problem to the next, and yet you can control what you have at home.
Like there was this big issue the other day, it's Juka Leona, but there's this big issue with Nyashinsky. That issue of him getting an endorsement deal. And the producer, Ali Produce, ni Mnaija lakini anakaa hapa Nairobi. He was saying that, hey, that agreement, hakuwa anajua anything. And so the whole thing about publishing, all those issues zilitokelezea, you know. And I feel as an artist, that's why even when people come to my studio, the first thing I do, we talk about the music business, not the music friendship. Music friendship ni for your collabo, say hey, ni best wa mine, but you need to understand the music business for you to grow. Because if you don't understand the music business, there's nothing that you'll do.
No, it's true.
And I never meet, I don't want to say artists, but I've met a lot of artists, but I don't want to say them by name. But ni watu wamejulikana in Kenya. And when you ask them, so what was the royalty? What was the split sheet? Wanakuangalia with big eyes.
Yeah.
Paka wajui unaongea nini.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
It is a problem.
Yeah.
So that again, like I said, I'm very excited about initiatives like this because now you can expand the conversation. Because some go in that space, yeah. The only people who can waste that opportunity is ourselves, yeah. But that space now, at least, because kuna watu wenye they are very willing to have that education, to educate. Like Wamoyo Kangede, she's an IP lawyer, very willing to educate. And to at least your rights as an artist, what you're supposed to be getting out of your music. Because at the end of the day, we spend do mob. Do is not only, I mean, the expense is not only in the money, but your time, and time is precious. Yeah.
Funny enough, like guys, like people get it wrong, and I'll just say this: Morris Okoth was the head of MCSK at one point. Now I think he's in Prisco camp. I can't remember where he is, but he was also a lawyer, and also at the same time, he likes to talk. He likes to let people know of what their rights are.
Yeah.
You know, it may look like PIE was part of the system, so he ruined the system, but I know him personally. And so he's the kind of person who he will tell you, hey, you need to do this.
Right.
So it's time that we open up our ears and stop being judgmental. And we need to start listening how to figure this thing out. Because that's the only way Kenya itasonga mbele.
Right. Now, Kenya Hip Hop Day, it's happening this Saturday at Dandora Hip Hop City in collaboration with Cheza Wild and Voices for Change. na itakuwa na G Black, Elijah Moses, Singingi, Dash, King Khadija, Shaka the Woo, Shaka the Woo, and Bernard Okumu, of course, was doing the moderating of the panel discussion. What you sent us is also you guys are looking for partnership.
Yeah.
What are the areas of partnership you're looking into?
We're looking for, from the aspect of mentorship, whereby if anyone can come and mentor the female artists, because in Dandora we have a lot of male artists but very few female artists, so that's a part we're working on. And also we want also to come up with our own studio whereby it will be easy for us to record music and the artists we're working with, because as you can see, you can find an artist ajitoa ngoma hata for like 5 years, ukimuuliza si atiana ngoma hapo nazo, like Flamez writes songs like on daily basis, you see, but mtu amerekodi ngapi anakuambia amerekodi kidogo sana.
Right.
He has like 4 albums written but not recorded.
Right.
Even me, I have my album. So, and all those artists, like Dandora hip hop, writing music is a culture.
Yeah.
People do it on daily basis.
Right.
So if we get our own studio and all that, it will be a bit easy for us to grow.
Right.
And also partnership in terms of entrepreneurship also. Because most of these guys in Dandora, hata ukiweka shughuli mziki, alafu they are not earning, bado watarudi kwa street. So we kind of tunatafuta a way like tunafanya mziki na bado tunafanya kazi round yenye inaweza at least kurudishia unga.
Right.
Kurudi home washikani.
The other rappers do like in kwa international platform, pata msanii pia na brand zake za stuff that like Master pia kuna like Rice amepackage and all that, Ice Cube kuna some businesses na run, and for entrepreneurship kwa wasanii pia. Yeah.
Now, Ume mentioned something very important. There is too many female artists. Kuna artists to host at some point, some female artists, and they highlighted something that we didn't know happens in studios. Infinity Warriors. Now, the reason why there aren't enough female artists because they're scared of going to the studios. Kuna issues, and let's be real, GBV and SGBV happening in these studios.
Actually,
so I'm hoping we can also promote during this weekend safe spaces for women. So as you're trying to get them to the studio, pia uambie the producers who are watching you, try and lay a hand on our women and we'll deal with you.
It's actually hard for female rapper to maneuver her way through the industry.
Yeah.
Kama nini
Appeal Steve. Mafisi wako wengi.
Sasa hata actually it should be a call for us artists for respect our female
100%.
artists washikani, so that we're comfortable around the studios and stuff like tunafaa kwa treat as equals. We're doing music together, let's do hizo zingine tufanyie injustice tu.
Exactly. Keep your eye on the prize, which is the music. Keep concentration on that. All right, so guys, how can people reach out to you when you wamekusikia wamekuona and they are interested in partnering with you on this initiative or for the Kenya Hip Hop Day? How can they reach out to you?
Okay, you can contact me. Can I give my number?
Yeah.
Or 0742029224. Or you can DM me on my social media handles. That is Dogboy Gush on Facebook, Dogboy Gush on Instagram, Twitter, and Threads.
Right.
Yeah.
Incredible Flamez on Facebook, and TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, or you can just call me on 0797 621 522. Yep.
Do you have any shout outs you'd like to give anybody at this time?
Shout out Charawe, the producer of SM Records. Also big up El Shadow, producer for 32 Empire. I want to big up Kenyan Mwangi, Jicho Pictures, Inter Africa, Maburu Guda Nation, Giuliani, the entire pop city, Dash John T, my producer Vosti, No ID, and all the fans, like my favorite kids. I can see them here. I can just mention just a few. Hoffman Mwana Mzazi, King Khadija, Amwai Maureen, that's my workmate. Work kwa Coach FM pamoja, kuna Bikia Babu, Jan Christian anasoma Dare Empire, Moody Babu, just to mention but a few.
Nice.
Meant to big up Cheza World and a big up Voices for Change, big up Icon Radio, big up Mr. Morgan hapa.
Yeah.
Big up Mamake, ndio. Big up Dandora as a whole. Big up all artists. Na shout out to everyone anasikiza manze. Show up on Saturday. Let's show some love to the culture ama vipi.
Yeah, it's Dandora Phase 2.
Dandora Phase 2.
Mau Mau Street.
Ukitaka kupanda mati unapanda wapi na unashukia wapi?
Unapanda hapo Runadengala, unapanda mat 42 ama 32.
Okay.
Then nakusha Dandora Jestan Stage. Dandora Phase 2 Jestan Stage. Ukisema Jestan Stage, you just cross the road, alafu unapotea njia ya Cabro straight. Utasikia sound system hapo. Will be all over.
It's on a street. It's like for everyone.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Almost like a street bash hivi.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Everyone invited.
We'll be having some of our Icon Radio presenters representing there here. 518 will be coming through.
Thank you.
Of course, yeah, we have to do at least represent
For real, tashukuru
the
sana.
weekend.
I think they mentioned about building studios, Guamta. You know, like I see that as an important part in the culture moving forward. So I also work with these guys, Beastwood, and they've been talking to me about setting up a record label for some time.
Yeah.
And recently, now they've set up. I helped them set up their studio. It's in Kayole, and so they're about community-based also. So I feel other community-based organizations, they need to come together that deal with the arts to uplift each other and to help things work out together. You know, it's all for the young generation that's coming up.
Word. Big shout out to guys who are watching today. Angel Kungu saying keeping it locked. Skylar Lorena. Big shout out to you as well. Big shout out to Morgan. Sama. We were hoping to hear him drop a freestyle like in the I'm sure when we invite him the next time. And of course when we invite you guys the next time, today it was about speaking about what you're doing. But we usually have ciphers here on the studio, so the next time we'll organize for that, at least having you guys representing. Of course, if you'd like any of your artists also come in, just let us know, and we'll be happy to represent them here on the vault. Thank you guys so much for coming through. We wish you all the best with this weekend. We're looking forward to what comes out of it, and of course promoting for the culture, because hip hop ni culture ya love.
Sure.
How?
So
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll catch you guys again next week. Be sure to check out Kenyan Hip Hop Day this weekend in Dandora, Hip Hop City. And of course, come back and let us know how it was for y'all. Have a great day ahead. And we'll catch you again next week on Icon Radio, your #1 entertainment plug.
kwa soko ungesoma malogo, pigo mamboko kimes na vigogo. Tuko kwa soko ungesoma malogo, pigo mamboko kimes na vigogo. Tuko kwa soko ungesoma malogo, pigo mamboko kimes na vigogo. Tuko kwa soko ungesoma malogo, pigo mamboko kimes na vigogo. Tuko kwa soko ungesoma malogo, pigo mamboko kimes na vigogo. Tuko kwa soko ungesoma malogo, pigo mamboko kimes na vigogo. Tuko kwa soko ungesoma malogo, pigo mamboko kimes na vigogo. Tuko kwa soko ungesoma malogo, pigo mamboko kimes na vigogo. Sina idhaa ya mangoko wala kujoin jeshi za koto, labda makoro. Niko after kumake mokoro, happy kudoro sitaki. Inataki ya kurok chenza ugoro, expensive mbota, momo kuosa, sampeni kinyota. Kani hustler gota, repeat after me, nomo kusota. Long time atubeba ndogo, sai soma malogo. Wayahudi, nation tuko kwa soko, na ndonyo ma vocals. Sidai mabramba, sidai majongo, boy mjanja nipate viwanja chasing Babylon paper, though ina hepa na step up. Mahaso, flex, muscle, kula majasho. Sidai za macho, full share, or else sakahasho. Sitatembea, MVP niko here, niko there. Chasing, marupurupu nipige luku, boy mahuru. Soko huru, napigisha nduru. You know my steez, mini guru mlipa ushuru. Dream boy gushing soko la hisa, soko la hisa. Tuko kwa soko ungesoma malogo, pigo mamboko kimes na vigogo. Tuko kwa soko ungesoma malogo,